A lot of people wonder if we're the only ones out here in the universe. For ages, we've been thinking about aliens, looking at stars and guessing if there's life on other planets. Now, it looks like it might be real. The head of NASA just said that the James Webb Space Telescope, which is our best tool for seeing stuff in space, has found something amazing. Get ready, because there's a huge announcement coming from way out in our galaxy. They found life on a planet called Proxima b. This could change everything we thought we knew. Let's check out the mysteries the Webb Telescope found and what this means for us and for going out into space. The James Webb Space Telescope is a super cool piece of tech that can change how we see the universe. It's got great tech and is in a good spot in space so scientists can look at stars, galaxies, and planets better than ever before. It gives us a view of space we've never had before. It might sound too good to be true, but the telescope really does what it says it can do. One of the best parts of the Webb telescope is its big mirror, which is way bigger than the one on the Hubble Space Telescope. Hubble has been doing a lot of work in space for the last 30 years. The Webb's big mirror can grab even the tiniest bit of light from far away, even from places other telescopes couldn't see. Before, scientists could only guess what was out there, but now they can actually see it in detail with the Webb telescope. Besides the big mirror, the Webb also has instruments that can see different types of light. One of them, the near-infrared camera or NR-cam, takes pictures using near-infrared light. This is great because that kind of light can go through dust clouds that block regular light so scientists can see farther into space. NR-cam is really clear, so astronomers can watch how stars are forming in galaxies. The idea is to check out the early universe where the first light came from, how galaxies got started and changed, and to find and look at planets that other telescopes couldn't reach. The Webb's tools like NI can show us details about the universe, like how galaxies come together and change over time, and understand what makes space the way it is. Another important tool on the Webb telescope is the near-infrared spectrograph NI-SPEC. It breaks down light from space into different colors. This is called spectroscopy, and it gives us info about how hot things are, how fast they're going, and what they're made of. NIR-SPEC lets scientists look closer at stars and galaxies by using the colors in their light to figure out what elements are there and how things are interacting with each other. It can also help us learn about how stars and galaxies live, from when they start to when they die. One of the main things the Webb does is study really old galaxies whose light has taken billions of years to get to us. By looking at the light from these galaxies, astronomers can tell how old they are, what they're made of, and other stuff about them, which helps us figure out how they changed over time. The mid-infrared instrument MIRI is another tool that helps us look at longer infrared light. This is good for checking out stars, planets, and dusty spots where new stars are being born. MIRI also lets astronomers check out the air around planets, which gives us info about what's in it, how hot it is, and if it could be a place where life could live. The spots in space where stars are born are really cool. They're full of dust and gas that block regular light, but infrared light can go through it. Thanks to MIRI, scientists can watch stars and planets form and study what happens in those spots. MIRI also helps us find planets by seeing the faint infrared light they give off, which tells us what's in their air, including water, carbon dioxide, and other things that life could need. When looking for life on other planets, the Webb telescope uses two main ways: spectroscopy and checking out the air. Even if a planet doesn't have plants or oxygen, those things aren't always needed to find life. Spectroscopy, which is looking at how light is absorbed or given off by something, is how we check out the air around planets. When a planet passes in front of its star, which is called a transit, the Webb can watch the starlight go through the planet's air. This leaves behind tiny clues about what chemicals are in the air. The Webb uses two tools for this: MIRI, which looks at mid-infrared light, and NISPEC, which looks at near-infrared light. Together, they cover all the different types of light needed for a good look. During a transit, the starlight that goes through a planet's air tells us what the planet is made of. The Webb looks at these signals to figure out what's in the air and find chemicals that might mean there's life or that life could survive there. By finding these clues, scientists can make guesses about what the planet's air and weather are like. One of the main goals of the Webb is to look for biomarkers, which are chemicals that are related to life like oxygen, methane, and water. But finding these chemicals is just the first step. We need to look closer to see if the planet is really able to support life and if there are any signs of living things. Another tool is comparative indicator spectroscopy, which the Webb uses to help find life. By comparing light data from different planets, scientists can figure out if there's life out there. What do you think about all this? Tell me in the comments. And hit like and subscribe if you liked the video. See you next time. The James Webb Space Telescope can find signs of life in the air around other planets, which is a huge step in looking for aliens. It's got cool technology that lets it see planets in a way we never could before. Scientists are still studying the data from these observations, and they're finding new stuff about if there could be life on other planets. The Webb telescope lets us look back in time and see how the universe was at the beginning. By grabbing light from galaxies that formed billions of years ago, we can learn how space has changed over time. These observations give us clues about how stars, planets, and galaxies formed, and how the universe works. Besides looking for life, the James Webb Space Telescope is also helping us learn more about space. It can take detailed pictures of galaxies, stars, and other things in space, which helps scientists put together the story of the universe. Every new thing we find changes what we thought we knew about space, which makes us wonder about what else is out there. As we keep going further into space and looking for life, the James Webb Space Telescope will be a big part of it. Basically, the James Webb Space Telescope is a time for space stuff. Its ability to check out the air on other planets to search for life is something that will always be remembered. The areas where stars are born are really interesting. They're full of dust and gas that block regular light, but infrared light can get through. Thanks to MIRI, scientists can watch stars and planets form and study what happens in these areas. MIRI also helps find exoplanets because it can detect the faint infrared light from their air, which tells us if there's water, carbon dioxide, or other things that could mean life is there. When looking for life on exoplanets, the telescope uses mainly two methods: spectroscopy and checking the air. You don't always need plants or oxygen to find life. Spectroscopy is all about how light is absorbed or given off by something and plays a big part in checking out exoplanet atmospheres. When a planet passes in front of its star, which is called a transit, the telescope can see the starlight that passes through the planet's air. This leaves behind traces of chemicals that we can analyze to see what's in the air. The telescope uses MIRI, which looks at mid-infrared light, and NIRSpec, which looks at near-infrared light, for this. Together, they cover the wavelengths needed for a good look. During a transit, the starlight passing through the air tells us what the planet is made of. The telescope analyzes these signals to figure out the air's composition and find molecules that could mean life is there or that the conditions could support it. By finding these unique traces, scientists can make models to better understand the planet's air and climate. One of the big goals is to look for biomarkers, which are things like oxygen, methane, and water vapor that are linked to life. But finding these things is just the start. We need to do observations to see if the planet can support life and if there are any signs of living things. Another tool is comparative indicator spectroscopy, which helps the telescope look for life better. By comparing data from different planets, scientists can figure out if there might be life beyond Earth. What are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. The James Webb Space Telescope can find biological markers in exoplanet atmospheres, which is a huge step forward in the search for alien life. The telescope is special because of its features, which let it see faraway planets in great detail. Scientists will keep studying the data to learn about life on other planets. The telescope lets us look back in time and see the early stages of the universe. By capturing light from galaxies that formed ages ago, it lets us study how space has changed. It gives us clues about how stars, planets, and galaxies formed and how space works today. Besides looking for life, the telescope helps us understand space in general. It can take detailed pictures of faraway galaxies, stars, and other things in space, which helps scientists piece together the history of the universe. With each discovery, it challenges what we thought we knew about space and changes how we explore it, helping us understand what's out there. Looking ahead, the telescope will keep being important for exploring the unknown. What it finds could change how we see the universe and what we do in space. As we go further into space and look for life, the James Webb Space Telescope will be key. In short, the James Webb Space Telescope starts a time in exploring space. It can see faraway galaxies, find exoplanets, and look for life, which is a major deal in our quest to understand the universe. With its cool tools and abilities, it's ready to change how we study space and show us the cosmos secrets. The James Webb Space Telescope can check out exoplanet atmospheres, which is one of the most exciting things it does. It lets scientists look for signs of life on faraway planets. The telescope's instruments help us check out planets and their atmospheres with amazing clarity. By finding key chemicals that could mean life is there, like oxygen, methane, and water vapor, the telescope helps us understand if other planets might have life. It also lets us compare them to Earth to see if planets with similar features could support life. With detailed spectroscopy, the telescope can break down light from stars and planets, giving scientists a snapshot of what these worlds are made of. This is really important for figuring out if the air around exoplanets might support life, and it opens up ways to study habitable zones. The telescope can focus on infrared light, meaning it can find hidden things like stars forming in dust clouds or planets growing. These areas are often hidden from regular telescopes that use visible light. But the telescope's infrared abilities let it see through the dust and show details that would be hidden. This helps us understand how things are born and change in space, so scientists can learn about space's fundamental processes. It can also see both near and mid-infrared ranges, which opens up new ways to study star life cycles and how galaxies form. Its instruments are made to study the light from faraway galaxies, stars, and other things, so researchers can analyze what they're made of, how old they are, and how they're put together. This will help scientists understand how galaxies changed, how stars are born and die, and how planets take shape. Another cool thing about the James Webb Space Telescope is that it has to show the early stages of the universe. By studying light from the first galaxies that formed after the Big Bang, scientists can learn about the origins of space. This is important because it can help us understand how the universe has changed over time and how it keeps changing today. The telescope can look further back in time than ever before, capturing light from galaxies that formed billions of years ago and showing us the start of the universe. The data from the James Webb Space Telescope will for sure change space exploration. Scientists will keep analyzing the information to make discoveries that question what we think we know about the universe. These discoveries may make us think differently about our place in space, opening up questions and new possibilities for exploring space. The telescope is a big step in exploring the universe and answering big questions. Whether it's finding exoplanets, studying galaxies, or looking for life, the James Webb Space Telescope is changing how we see the cosmos. As it keeps going, we can expect discoveries that will reshape what we know about space and our place in it. To sum up, the James Webb Space Telescope starts a new time of exploration. Its instruments and spot in space make it a powerful tool for studying the universe. From looking for alien life to understanding galaxies, the telescope is ready to show us secrets that have been hidden. As we look to the future, the discoveries will change how we see the universe and our place in it.